everyone. I'm so excited to be back here. If you don't know who I am, I'm Cindy V. King. I'm a creator of Calling My King. I help transform high-achieving women to create lasting love through Vedic Astrology, neuroscience, and being a transaction analysis, and so that she become the queen of love. And that's where we're at today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back as well. So don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so. So today we're going to talk about being a female or feminine energy, and where she could attract the high quality men that she desire in a relationship. And there is a way to do this. And if you're a fan of Vedic astrology, yay, well, this is for you guys for sure. And if you kind of got lost, don't worry, I got a report for this, so I'll show you the detail about it. But I want to share you about the philosophy about being in the feminine energy, especially if you are in a female's body. So if you want to attract the type of man that you do and scare off the ones that you're kind of attracted to, that happens too, or just not really being in a place where he wants to be in a relationship with somebody, kind of scare him off, right? So there's that energy as well. Or being in a place where he can't really cherish you. So there's something is going on, and I have to take my hats off. I think Ernst really kind of taught me this, and I understood this, and it works with my clients. So I want to share this opportunity for you, especially if you're trying to figure out like what's going on in my relationship, because otherwise you wouldn't be here watching this video right now. And that's the reason why I'm making this video, specifically to share the philosophy. What does it take to be in a relationship, especially if you are a high achiever woman, or you're just having trouble attracting the right guy, or repelling the high quality men out there, but you don't know what's going on. And I can share that with you today. So when you are in a feminine energy, especially, it's all about being receptive, being vulnerable, and being passive. And if you are in not that place, it's hard for a man, a quality man, to kind of draw that polarity to you. So I think as men as positive, and this doesn't mean that, I'm talking about charging energy here. So, and then women's are more of a negative charge. So if you guys are both positive charges, it's not gonna, connect, and it's not gonna create that spark. It's not gonna create that, that luxurious connection, that chemistry, that hotness that comes between two people, and it really sparks the fireworks. And that's what I'm talking about. So those are the type of energy that I'm referring to. And I'm going to say men are more into their yes mode, and the women's are in the no mode, right? So how do we kind of create that opportunity of sparkles, and or even like the sparks, the chemistry that really keeps the going, right? So where he can cherish her feelings. And I'm saying that in general, in the sense of like a man can be in the feminine energy, and we all both have masculine and feminine, but there's a way to actually physically see this in the chart. So if you're a big fan of Vedic astrology, like techniques, I'm going to share a little secret for you, but obviously I want to make sure that you understand the philosophy first. So the most important thing that you want to know is the behavior, how feminine she is, and that you could be seen in as an ascendant. So, and how you can tell if it's positive, or if it's a masculine sign or negative or feminine sign. There's a way to do that. So we start always with Aries, and we work clockwise. And Aries obviously is masculine, and it goes into feminine, and then, Gemini, masculine, feminine, and it keeps going on. So the ascendant is really the behavior. Could you act like a female? Like, are you trying to muscle out with a guy? Or are you trying to like compete with his, his way of thinking and his ideas and his suggestion. And that's what it is. That's what an ascendant is. That's your body as well. So if there is any sort of repelling energy that happens in a relationship, it's probably because they're both, he might be also in the feminine energy, he also has a feminine ascendant or something like that, and it's not really creating that sparkle, that sparkness, right? So it's not necessarily it's always our fault or our female being. It's sometimes it's also the guy. But I want to specifically point out what makes really the divine feminine energy here, and awaken that. And I totally believe in that you can learn these skills. It's not like you're dooms and gloom. You definitely can dress more feminine, and that's one way of doing it too, right? You can wear more florals, you can wear more color, you don't have to wear like a suit, and that's what it is. So that's our visual body wise, and that's our appearance. So men are attracted with their eyes, and that's the first thing they look at is our body, right? So are we feminine enough? And that's what it is. So we tend to look that in the first house. Yes, I have a chart here that's showing, and it is a female individual, and I'm going to keep this anonymous, and I don't want to like sharing their name or anything else beside what you're seeing right now. And we can see a lot. She's a Gemini, right? So a Gemini is so great. She's a communicator. She's a mover and shaker. You really have to let her air flow and let the wind flow. And it doesn't surprise me if she really enjoys that. She meets people on an international basis as well. And the second thing that we want to look at, so that's the first. So it's just our body, how we think, and how feminine energy that we feel. We like to be playful. That's the Gemini thing. So, and the second I would look at is really the moon. People say we can look at the moon right away. Yeah, sure. I think that's really important. And if you don't know what the moon represents, it's our feelings, right? How we feel about certain things. How do we make our decision based on that? And it's so important about being a female in that way, because if we are not receptive, how is a man going to give to us? Are we going to continue on chasing the guy, right? So if a moon is in a masculine sign, they're in the doing mode, not the feeling mode, and not being receptive, right? So, and that's a big difference. So here in this case, the moon is in a Cancer sign, which is in their home sign, which is a very feminine feeling base, right? So it's really driven by the emotion, the feelings, and what it really values, where it's actually sitting at right now. And from that base of decision, how we connect, we have to look at what other planets are actually looking there specifically. And we always want to count 4 houses away from ascendant. Let's say, for example, our next technique would be, looking the 4th house. And the 4th house tends to represent our heart, our center opening, where how we receive things, what makes our heart really beats, right? What really turns that like moment of like, wow, this is such an amazing guy, right? That's what it really is. The 4th house is all about how we feel safe. And being in what Ernst have said, the capacity of being in a relationship, right? How we as a female are happy in a relationship, with ourselves. And it starts with ourselves. How receptive and how positive or negative we are with our relationship with ourselves. Do we sabotage our relationship with ourselves? When things get too comfortable, do we like create drama? Is that what it is? So that 4th house is all about that. It's about like how you feel like being on your own, and how open-hearted are you with other people around you as well. So, and that's really feeling safe. So, and I like this, metaphor is like no place better than home, or no place. What is it? From Alice Wonderland. There's no better place like home. And I think that's the quote. So if I kind of butcher that, I hope I still get the point across. But really, that's where it is. So it's all about how safe you feel within yourself and your heart. So when we look at the fourth house here, and there is some sort of like, where Virgo is in, and we look at the planets there and what is it doing there and what kind of things are it's kind of operating and how it makes us feel, right? So we see Saturn and Rahu, and that's a little bit, there is blemishes there. It doesn't mean that it's doom and gloom. It's like, how do we create a strategy with it? Saturn is all about hardship and how we have to create structure and lessons. And it's in the sign of a Virgo. So how do we purify things like that? And it's going to be in more on an obsessive role. So in this sort of case, it doesn't surprise if you have something, a blemish in your fourth house. You really can't trust your man. And that's the reason, because you really want to have that full control within yourself, and you're kind of projecting that from your others, and that's the big thing. So when I see this, there is always a solution for every planet. It just speaks to you in different ways, and I couldn't do this better than astrology out there sitting across from somebody and talking about this. So it doesn't surprise me if somebody want to beautify their homes and things like that, and really work on that part first, because when you understand that part of yourself, how you want to be treated, you're able to communicate with that. But on top of that, not put on that responsibility onto the guy as well. And that's that capacity being in a relationship, how receptive you are to yourself and to the rest of the world. And the moon has to do with that. That's the feeling. So how adaptable you are within your environment. And when we look forth from the moon as well, and we look into the Libra right there with Pluto there, so things can be emotionally deep for this person, and wants to beautify certain things, and really wants to nurture, and really I think it's important about food, right? If that's really important for you, I think that's really great. But it's what's really, you see, forth from the moon is how receptive you are. And right, so it is in a Cancer sign, and forth from it, and who's looking at the fourth moon? There's Pluto. Pluto's all about the underworld and the deepness, and really want to get into that obsession, I would say. And it could create some hardship for sure, but it also can create like, this is ownerships as well. So, and it wants to beautify certain things. So, and I think that's really important here when you look at, the fourth from the moon is not only how you feel about what's going on in that area, but also be able to really connect. The moon is all about connecting and how you can be receptive. I know I use that word quite a bit, but that's what it really is. The moon, how we are able to adapt. And if we're not able to adapt to the things and the change in our environment, and, for example, our men, might be working late, and he's calling you and he said apologizing that he can't make it today, and he said he made an offer, what about next week? If you're not receptive and you get angry over that, then there's already a blemish there automatically, and it's because there's something going on with the moon, how you feel, and not being receptive. He did give, I believe in this, and if you really struggle with this mindset, how things should be, or should be and shouldn't be, I can totally relate to this, and the big question is it worth getting angry over it? And I believe in, if there's every no, there's a yes. So you need to really focus on what is the yes, and not get into this ego battle. And that being said, if you don't understand anything about astrology, no big deal. Ernst created like a generated report, and it's about 7 pages long, and it really gives you that detail of like what exactly going on, right? Where are the blemishes and what could be done about it, possibly. If you know your birth time, you got to know your birth time and your birthday and location. The more accurate it is, the better the report could be. But like I said, if you want a reading with me, that could happen, or enroll into my program. I totally support that as well, just because astrology is a very complex mechanism and it is a dinosaur on its own. So I'm not expecting you guys to be an expert in this area. And, if you want to learn this stuff, great. Like Ernst has a great course for it. But if you want a quick result and find out like, hey, what's going on with my feminine side, and where are that what is the, where is that blemishes? What's going on there? And that's something that it creates awareness. Maybe you don't believe in astrology, and that's okay too. But if you do, I think it's a great tool to start with. Start with an archetype. So that's what we talk about. And I talk about a lot of it, about the philosophy and what's sort of expected as well. And you want to be able to see those things. If you're not seeing those things within yourself or have a better understanding that, you're going to be stuck in that same pattern, and you're going to be creating a cycle, a pattern of insanity. Keep attracting the same type of guy, and you don't even know why. And I guarantee you, the more you realize about yourself, the more conscious you will pick up that, and you'll be like, I'm looking for a solution. I know this is actually this is happening right now. Right? And that's when you can, or, if you can afford, if you're ready to go and speak with an astrologer or a coach like myself. The reason why I'm a coach and not just only an astrologer, just as readings only, is because I want to be able to give you the sense of feeling stuck. Maybe if I see a solution, definitely there is a solution for everything, but it's really all about the free will. Are you willing to grab that opportunity and relearn those skills, right? We are all capable of learning certain things, but we're also a creature of habits, and those habits could really bring us down to a different level. So I want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to use that skills and opportunity so that you don't repeat those same pattern or feeling stuck within yourself. So I'm so excited for speaking to you about this. It's just been an ongoing topic, a part of in my heart, that I really want to share this to you. And like I said, like some people can't just afford an astrologer, and that's okay. So that's why Ernst created this report, and it's such a great start. It is such a great start. 7 page, it's affordable, and I get a little bit of a small commission because I know that you guys care enough about yourself that you purchase it. And I'm so happy if you are ready to jump on the wagon, because there is nothing out there like this to kind of get you started. So if this is something that you've been struggling in a relationship, can't figure out why the relationship isn't working, or dating the wrong type of guy, or the guy is not being, ready to be committed in a relationship, I think it's the best diagnosis starting with us. And it's never always about, we don't always want to jump right into like, okay, well, the relationship, or it's his fault, or it's the relationship fault. It's all about us to start with, so that we can communicate. So the relationship, a healthy relationship, it starts with us, and it's always ongoing development, learning new tools and skills. And if you're ready for that, and the universe will open up for you and give you the right type of guy, because you really made an effort learning this stuff. And I'm telling you right now, it is not easy. And if you have heard of many of my testimonials, what I have brought my clients through, and what kind of stuff they had to deal with, honestly share that. I'm so grateful for them to come on to this channel and speak about it, about their story and how they really struggle, and the transformation going through the program as well, and just made a difference for them. And it's like I said, any coach that says out there that, you know, this is a quick fix, that is not true. It's an always ongoing, and that's what I'm here for, doing the support. I couldn't be so grateful for this channel. I couldn't be so grateful for you to watch this as well. So when you're ready, go ahead, click down below. You guys see the link down below, and purchase the report. It's a good start. I couldn't promote this any more better than anything else. But if you're ready to get a solution to your love life and you want me to walk you through step by step, yeah, I have a program for that for you. So that I take the thinking out for you, and we walk you from the basic to exactly till either you meet the man of your love of your life, or you learn the skills first and then you execute it, and then you get feedbacks. A great coach or anybody like that can give you feedback so that you can tweak, so that you don't feel like you're alone. And there's so many women out there especially in my program, shares this story about what was their, you know, what we celebrate and what was their challenge for the week and stuff like that. So yeah, so either way, if you did purchase the report, I want to hear your feedback. Leave a comment down below. If you're struggling in a relationship or having some sort of blemishes on some of, you know, the feminine sign, we can definitely dive into that. I want to hear more what you guys are really learning, or what have you heard, and what kind of challenge that you're going through, because like I said, I'm here. I made this channel for a reason, and I'm here to answer those questions. So all right, thank you so much for watching, my queens, and I will see you on the next video. All right, bye now. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends, because sharing is caring. If you want my help in your relationship or dating situation, you can always book a time with me. Check out the link below. To stay in touch, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button so you can be notified when I post new videos. Please go ahead, hit the like button, because it encourages me to create more contents like this every week for you. If you have an idea for a video, please leave it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.